Let's see how quickly people get in here. Oh, here comes one already. Nice. Hey, how are you? Yep, you're the first one. Oh, there we go. Hey, 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 hey. Hey guys, how you doing? Really quick. My day was okay. I had a lot. I had to do a lot today. I had to go get a part for the toilet. I had to go run somewhere else. I had to go to the pet store. I had to go to the library. I had to go a bunch of different places. I ran for like 4 hours, came home and took a nap. And I napped for 5 hours, woke up and was like, "Oh my god, where's my husband?" And I called him and he's like, "I'm getting off the highway." And I was like, "Oh, thank God." I ran for like 4 straight hours getting stuff done, and, I don't know, man, I came home and I was wiped. I barely got any sleep last night. Um, so, everything is good. I have a funny little, thing to tell you. So, I'm getting ready to pick up my husband, and a friend messages me, and she's like, "Did you see these?" And I'm like, "Guys, are you ready? Are you ready?" And if you're wondering, like, okay, but how do you drink out of it? Look, it's got a straw inside. You don't have to, like. All right, guys. So if you're wondering what was up with that, I'm just fixing them. I'm just fixing them. I know I was getting messages left and right. Oh my God, where did your stuff go? I didn't think anybody watched them. So I didn't worry. I had somebody message me. They're like, I was in the middle of your live and it went away. Um, I'm fixing them because I have them all set all weird. So I'm gonna fix them. And also, what I'm gonna do is I'm also kind of changing it a little bit. I'm gonna see about trying to do this anyways because my page is getting super super cluttered. I figured that. I figured that, Harley. Um, my page is getting super cluttered. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave like the first week. I think I'm gonna watch like the first week of like lives, and then as they get to be a week old, I'm gonna put them in early birds and higher. So basically, watch it for the first week. Make sure you get in there. I'm gonna give it a week, and then I think I'm gonna start putting them to where they're in early birds or higher to kind of declutter my page. Because I realized when I went through and was doing this that holy crap, I have a lot of these. Now I haven't set on that yet, but we'll see. I just need to get some clutter off of there. I'm sorry. No, I didn't realize anybody was looking at it. And oh geez, Ashley. You're going way back in the way back machine. No, they're gonna be back up. Tomorrow, actually, I'm probably gonna be home. I did okay, so hold on. I almost went to get it today. Okay. I was out, I was doing a bunch of stuff. I wanted to make sure everything was cool in the financial real quick, and I'm gonna go get it. He's making me keep the car tomorrow. He's making me keep the car tomorrow. Tara, I understand completely. I can't even imagine what you're going through, like for real. Um, he's making me keep the car because if you guys know, Texas got hit with a hurricane. Why does that affect Kentucky? There's a system that's sweeping up. It's stopping before me, but it's pushing a bunch of rain my way. So he told me to keep the car in case I need to go hide. Um, but tomorrow I'm gonna try to fix up the live portions. They basically just have dates and they don't have anything that's in them. I really started slacking on the descriptions, and so I'm gonna try to fix that all up. and get them back up here in the next few days. They were a disaster. They were a disaster, so I'm gonna fix them. Um, I have to fix my closet, y'all. Not my closet, my dresser. I've got to fix my dresser, y'all. My Temu dresses are still sitting here because I can't fit them in my dresser. So I called around. That was another thing I did. I have one marked July and it was June. That doesn't. Yeah, I think I remember which. I remember that one. Um, I'm sorry for anybody. I got a lot of messages asking if I was okay. Where did my lives go? Where have I been? Nothing malicious. I'm just cleaning stuff up, and it's easier to private everything and then put them back online than it is for me to work and lose track. They're going up. They're going up. I will try to work newest to oldest. That way the newer stuff you guys can get caught up on that, etc. So I was going to work oldest to newest. Newest to oldest. Yes, they're going up. They're going back up. I promise. They're going back up. Um I didn't really think people noticed or cared, honestly, straight up. I figured I'd private them, nobody would even notice. I'd fix them, put them back up, and nobody would be none the wiser. It actually makes me feel good that you guys noticed, and the amount of, "Are you okay? Where did your stuff go?" My Discord was popping today, but I was, out doing stuff. I did call, I called if you guys, also would consider doing that, I would super appreciate it. Of course, you don't have to, but I have levels that are as low as $1.99 that's gonna be able to access things like Trauma Lives. If I do put this stuff in more of a memory bank, I would put it behind the easiest tier probably. Um, but if you guys can consider joining, that would be great. I had to call 4 homeless shelters today. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. You think that like I have clothes to donate. I told you guys this. And a friend said, "Well, why don't you call the homeless shelter?" I had to call 4, y'all. I had to call 4. And then they went to put me through and I lost the phone call. So I still got to call them back. But I think I found a place that I can donate all the clothes to. Yeah, I told Ashley happy birthday yesterday. She's like, "It's not my birthday yet." I'm like, "Yes, but I will forget." Like, that's who I am. I forget. Actually, I thought her birthday was last month because she posted something wrong, and I beat myself up for 3 weeks. Um, you checked on the last time. Yeah, she drives me nuts. She drives me nuts. Um, oh my lord, Ashley. I think I know who you are. You're the one that I talked to with the problem like Ember, aren't you? Yeah. Um, so I'm going to get all them put up. I got to get these clothes taken care of. I can't even fit my clothes in my dresser. It's so bad, y'all. It's so bad. And so I'm gonna get that done. I have good news. I have great news. I have wonderful news. Thanks to Petty and another friend of mine who my friend calls me up and she goes, "Girl, why are you crying over $160?" I said, "Because you have no idea." I said, "I just went out and spent the Renaissance money on the front tires." I said, "I got to put all that money back and I still got to come up with the back set of tires." She was like, "How much do you need?" I was like, "Well, a friend of mine had given me X amount towards this new set of tires." She goes, "How much do you need to fix your problem?" And I was like, "Well, if I have to put back everything and whatever," and I gave her the amount and she goes, "Whatever, dude. I don't even need this." And she just sent it to me. She's like, "Don't tell who I am on live. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want nobody telling me nothing. I don't want to hear nothing." She's like, "This is just stupid. There's no reason." She's like, "You are therapy for me. You are a cheap therapy bill. Here you go." And I was like, "Okay, thank you." So between Petty and her, The lawnmower is fixed. The Renaissance is fixed. Everything is fixed. This great friend had given me some trauma and strife we're not going to go into because it would probably give an idea to who she is. But it is a friend who I've had issues with in the past, and she did this as a way to make it up to me, essentially. She did it to make it up to me. And she's doing well right now, and she said that part of what she was told growing up was when you have the chance, you pay it forward. And she was like, I don't need this, you do here. She's like, don't even think about it, don't even worry about it. So between Petty and her, the I'm going to be able to order the tires tomorrow. He's going to check and make sure they're the right ones. I'm pretty sure I actually found them somewhat on sale, so that helped. I didn't even I'm like a touch short on the Renaissance money because I didn't give her the whole amount, obviously. I will be able to get that back so quickly. Um so between my two friends just being there for me, that really did help. um she essentially, she couldn't order them for me because we have to look tomorrow to see what size they are, but she essentially was just like, these are a gift. So I was like, that was really, really, and I know that Petty really helped. um I appreciate the two of you for helping me fix the stupid mower. um my husband had, apparently, I went out there and looked today, and he had weed whacked a smaller portion before he got all this done, and it would have took him forever. So he's going to go out tomorrow. We're going to get we have the measurement of the tire. We want to make sure it's the right um hole size, and then, huh? It's the right axle fitting, and then I have a pair that there's actually a coupon on that will get here in time, that will, if I get those ones, I will be made up completely for the fair and whatever. And I tried telling her, I said, look, I said, you're gonna think I'm crazy. I said, the whole point of me being so upset about this fair isn't the fact that I'm just some petulant child who wanted to go. Oh, thank you so much, Ashley. It's the fact that somebody had sent me money to go to the fair. They're like, "Hey, go get yourself some food at the fair or whatever." And I feel bad. So, and we've been wanting to go for 25 years. So she goes, "No, those are cool as shit. You need to go." She's like, "I don't even care. Here, take some money, go." I was like, "I appreciate you." Now, does Yoda have her food set? As of right now, yes. We had to scrimp. We had to scrimp. But it's just this first month that's gonna suck. This first month of just getting everything together and having to do the extra portion on top of the what it is like, is it expensive to do? Yes. Okay, the problem was, had it just been the one portion, we would have figured it out, we would have knocked it out, it would have been fine. The problem was, they do a 2-week portion where they discount you by like 75%, so that was no big deal. But then they do another 2-week portion, and they jump the price up a little bit higher than what it should be because you're getting less it's weird. It's like a bulk discount. And so by paying that portion and that portion, that's what fucked it up for this portion. So, in general, are we gonna be able to afford it? I'll be able to figure it out. I'll be able to figure it out. If for anybody, I didn't get to look at it yet. Look, if here's the deal. If you want to, I know that I'm gonna be getting content at the fair, and I'm praying to God with everything in me we can go. There isn't some strange monsoon that happens. I'm gonna be getting a lot of content at the fair. Hopefully, we decided to go later. Crystal. Uh, thank you, honey. We decided to go later because there's supposed to be live music. Um, The trauma lives are usually Tuesdays, so like tomorrow. Um, I usually do them at 6:30. If you guys are wanting one, I can do one tomorrow for sure. It's you have to be at least Club Greenie, which is $1.99 a month. And I do that not to gatekeep, but because they're private so people can't just fall on them. That way they're a little bit more closed session. So if you I made a special tier that's just 199. That way it gets you in the door and I can close it type deal. Um so if there is a if you want to help, yes you did, Ashley, yes you did. If you want to help with the fair, we have it covered. I mean, we have it covered. If you want to, that's something you can do if you want. If anything, if you're wanting to support a creator, it would be better to honestly just help with Yoda. If you are wanting to go that route, the fair for the most part, we got most of that freaking covered. We got most of that covered, to be honest. No. I'm getting ready to I have to fix the lives. They were all disjumbled. They had no description. You couldn't even tell what was in each one. So I'm going to put them all back up after I kind of go through, catch a couple moments, remember what it is, type some this is what this live is about, and put it back up. They're all disjointed, and I'm contemplating leaving up because my page is a mess. So I'm contemplating leaving up like a week, maybe 2, and then after as they move off of being a week or 2, put them in like the 199 section just so that I can clean up my page a little bit. Just so I can clean up a little bit. Um but so how is ever I see you there, child. And for those of you who are coming early, late, who have not seen it, you guys, I got a message today. I got a message that said, "Did you see this?" I got a message that said, "Did you see this?" And I said, "Oh my God. My husband has been begging for a 40-ounce cup, but it wouldn't fit in his cup holder." So he's got the 32-ounce one and he loves it. It's stainless steel and he loves it, but it won't fit in his cup holder. And he's like, "I just really wish I had a bigger one. I really wish." And so somebody messaged me. They have this in bright pink, a really light pink cream, black, and a lilac purple. My husband got black, of course. And what's really weird, I got to show you guys this because watch. I don't like this is heavy as shit. That's what I'm doing. So what is makes this one special is it has a straw. So the pod goes in here and the pod sits right here. And then it has a straw that goes all the way down. So if you have ice, if you have whatever, and there's even, I got to show you guys this too. Because this matters. Handle lives matter. There is an R and an L. So you can line up whether or not your drink is right-handed or left-handed. The packet I put in is like it's like half done. So I'm going to message them because you guys, I ordered some flavors on the 29th. They still haven't shipped. So I'm going to get a hold of them. I'm also going to tell them that one of my pods is like half dead. Like I just opened it. My husband's like, "I have to put this on a 7 to taste it." Um Audra, honey, you don't use these kind of bottles. You don't need these kind of bottles. I got you the kind of bottle you need. You don't use flavors, honey. If you want one of these, go to Walmart and just get a normal one of these. They're much cheaper. You don't need these kind of bottles. They don't work for you. Um, but what's nice is I see when she sent it to me, I thought it was a 22 with a handle. And you guys, when I'm out in the car, you guys know I love my squeeze bottle and I take it with me. And then I got to bring like 2 or 3 bottles of water with me. And it doesn't keep it as cold. I told you guys the stainless steel ones work better. You've seen my Cheetah stainless steel 32 ounce. And I saw a handle and I was like, oh, I got to have this. I saw it was a 40. I called my husband. I picked my husband up. I pull up. It's 10 o'clock, my friend. I had just seen the message. And normally I take him right home. And he could tell. I was like, we gotta go to Walmart. He's like, okay. I'm like, no, we had like normally he'd kick up a fuss, but he could tell like I needed to go to Walmart. I'm like, I need to go to Walmart. I have to get you something. I have to go. I went to the normal circle portion and they weren't there. I flagged some girl down. She don't know how Walmart works. She gives me some else. She goes, no, no, no. We have a whole display if they still have some left. I like plowed through people and they had like a couple of the pink ones. They had a bunch of black ones, 2 of the light pink cream ones, and no purple ones. They're only $25, y'all. The normal 32-ounce stainless ones are 25. This is only 25. And it's like 40-ounce handle Stanley type thing. And this lid will fit on a normal Stanley one too as well. When it said $25, I was done. I was like, I expected it to be probably $29, $39 because of what kind it was. It said 24 and then you can only get them at Walmart, y'all. I went to the Circle website. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to the Circle website. Maybe they got different colors, yada yada yada. No, they're not selling them on the website. They're only at they're only at Walmart. They're only at Walmart. And ours had every color but the purple. The purple's kind of weird. It's like a chalky lilac. I almost got the light pink because it was almost like a cream, but I feel like it'd get dirty. I feel like it'd get dirty. So he got a black one. I didn't want ours to, even though I have stickers I was going to put on it. I think I'm going to put stickers on it. Um, but I was like, I'll get a pink one because he's got the black one. So Petty, all you have to do is order it and have somebody pick it up for you too, or have somebody run in and get it. What'd you do? What'd you do? Tape a key to Walmart? Yeah, just sell the lids. That'd be smart. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't even realize. Yeah, this will fit on a normal Stanley cup. That'll fit on a normal Stanley cup. So if you guys get this for 25, you can put it on any Stanley cup you want. Petty, what did you do to Walmart that you were not allowed in Walmart for a year? Yeah, you can have them shipped to your house. You can have them to where you go to pick it up. And you can go into the store. If they didn't have any in the store, I was going to have it to where I could pick it up the next day. Yeah, Buc-ee's has some really good. I get some peanuts there that are like they're cashews. There's some type of a cashew, and they are so good. I haven't had them in a million years, but Buc-ee has like the best peanuts. But once I got I had to cut the thing that goes over this. It was driving me insane. My husband goes, "Just cut it off," and I was like, "Why didn't I think of that?" So another girl showed it fits on a regular Stanley. If you're innocent in a court of law, they should have let you back in. Just go to a different Walmart. They ain't gonna know. They don't ID you at Walmart. You'll be fine. Just go to a different Walmart. We have like 5 by me. Literally, I have like 5 Walmarts by me. They're not gonna ID you at the door. You'll be fine. So, uh Oh, I got an itchy. No, there are people who can you literally can get blacklisted from stores. I know people who have. You can. Um, yeah, I have a Buc-ee's about an hour from me, a little under an hour from me. And it's a big one. It's a big it's big. It's big. And they sell some really good stuff there. They sell some really good stuff there. Yeah. I don't have a lot of I had a lot of cups. I got rid of all my cups. The only cup I have literally that I basically use, I have mine, which is the true crime allegedly and for educational purposes only. This is one of mine. And then I have my 32 ounce, my 22 ounce, and my 40-ounce circles. That's all I have. And I keep this one for my liquid IVs. Yeah, so I just did a video of the KFC museum. We just went there like 2 weeks ago, a week ago. And then a week ago. And then the we have a Buc-ee's right up in Richmond. So you were in my neck of the woods. That's where I'm at. So the Circle Squeeze bottle does not keep your stuff cold. If you put ice in it and you're a quick drinker, you're good. If you leave that shit in for an hour, it's going to be like chill but not cold. The 32-ounce bottles, I put ice in it and like a day later, because I let it sit next to my bed and I forgot about it, it was still cold. There was no ice in it, but it was still cold. This one, I will let you guys know, but I can tell you that it's the same makeup as the 32-ounce ones. Isn't Richmond, Indiana on the Ohio border? I have no idea. I'm talking about Richmond, Kentucky. Um, I do. I love liquid IV, but you have to drink liquid IV in a very specific way or it's gross. I've had a lot of people tell me they're like, I can't drink liquid IV. It's disgusting. You're not drinking it right. I only drink strawberry, and you have to. Okay, so in a cup, if you get a 20-ounce cup, you fill it this high of ice. Water to here, this much ice. It's the only way you can drink it. If you have it anything other than subarctic, you can't drink it. I've had a lot of people tell me that. Bomb Pop liquid IVs, I've not seen those. What? I do have a Bomb Pop Circle Pod in my squeeze bottle right now. I opened it up and it really is Bomb Pop. It's called I think it's called Starburst or something. It's a new flavor. I don't know if they're going to keep it. And it literally tastes exactly like a Bomb Pop. Exactly like a Bomb Pop. How are you supposed to drink it? Like I just told you. Oh, you're behind me. You're behind me. You're behind me. It's okay. Um, yeah, liquid IV is if you know how to drink it, if you make it correctly, it is like it is like I like it more than anything. Like if I was out anywhere and I had any beverage to pick in the world and somebody was like strawberry liquid IV over ice, I'd be like that's my drink. Like I love strawberry liquid IVs more than anything. I will drink it over anything. And but they're expensive. So luckily I've gotten into this whole circle thing to where I don't have to drink them as often because I'm actually drinking water. So they're at Costco. They have Bomb Pop Liquid IV at Costco. All right, so guys, guess what? If you have a Costco, I'm getting ready to have a PO box. I'm getting ready to have a PO box, okay, in the next few days. If you live by a Costco, I need a box of Bomb Pop Liquid IV. I need this in my life. If you guys can get your hands on Bomb Pop Liquid IV and you want to send it to my PO box, I will be forever in your debt. Here's the deal. When I go to get this PO box, it's not because I want you guys to send free shit and the fact of the way you think I want you to send me free shit. If you have something you want me to see, an art project you made, something you want recognition for, like, hey, I painted this really great picture and I want people to see it and I'm, whatever, send it to me. I'll do it. Hey, I just tried these really good chips. Food has to be sealed and not homemade. I don't play chances. But you're like, hey, I just got these really good chips. Like, I want you to try some. Um, Strawberry liquid IV. I will never say no. Bomb Pop Liquid IV, I would love to try it. Circle Pods, we will try them. Circle Pods, any flavor Circle Pod, one of us will try them. He'll do the teas. Coffees ain't really a big thing for us. He'll try teas. He does the energy ones. I do a lot of different ones. We've done the Starbucks ones. We will take Circle IV pods and give you guys reviews. That's that, whatever. If there's some type of food treat, if there is a shirt you see, if you want to send it, that's what it's for. It's not like, hey, buy us all this cool sweet gear. Like, my Amazon wish list is basically nothing on it. Like, I don't even my Amazon wish list is basically empty. I had some stuff. Somebody told me to put some stuff on there for my birthday in April, and then they never bought anything anyway. What is a candy bracelet? What is that? Good night, Karen. What is a candy bracelet? I just bought these rainbow chip ones. The ones that I'm gonna wear for the Renaissance is different colors. These are just gonna be my everyday for right now. I took off all the ones I really liked and put them aside for the Renaissance. And then after that happens, I'm going to probably switch them out and wear. I have my fluorite one, which I really, really want to wear, but I want to make sure I have it for the Renaissance. So Lay's ketchup chips. I've seen those. They're not just a Canadian thing. I've seen those. I've seen those somewhere. I've heard of them. Hold on.
You've seen those, but we also used to live next to Canada.
Right. Hold on. Okay, so just so you know, for further, so it says Canadian Lay's chips. It says Canadian. So you actually can get them on Amazon. You can get them at Amazon. And they're not $56. So you can get them on Amazon. You can get, it looks like 4 bags for $15. That's actually not even that bad. Now, here's some. Okay, hold on, because no, this one's still saying Canada. Okay. But it's saying that you can get them on Amazon. No, Harley, you cannot send me rugs in the mail. You're a raver, we call it candy. What type of bracelet are you trying to think about sending? What are you talking about? Like, I don't need no rugs sent to me. Here's the deal. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, if you guys have chips you want me to try, I'll try them. I am one of those people, I don't like to buy something because I might not like it. So, like, spicy pickle chips sound awful, but if you want me to try them, I will. I need my neuro spiciness needs it. I need to try stuff. Huh? Peanuts. By the way, we have no peanut allergies in this house. We have no peanut allergies and we love. Have you heard? I did not know this. I'm going to give you guys a PSA so you don't die. I did not know this. I'm going to save y'all's life right now. By the way, if you ever see these, I want to try one. Okay, Brazilian nuts. Did you hear what happens about Brazilian nuts? Brazilian nuts. Well, I'm trying to tell you something. Whatever, I'm not telling you then. All right, so Brazilian nuts are about this big, and they have all of the selenium that you need for 1 day. For 1 day. 1 peanut. Okay. There was a guy on TikTok, he bought a bag. He put them out at a party. And him and his family ate like the whole bag. And she's like, "You have to go to the hospital." He's like, "No, I don't. No, I don't." She's like, "No, you need to go to the hospital. Like it can like liver failure time. You within hours he was sick as shit. Within hours. Like it literally can kill you." I had no idea. And that being said though, it talks about that it like fixes your thyroid and stuff. Like I want to try them, but I only want to do like the one. The problem is it's the best selenium you can get, but if you OD on selenium, it can literally shut your organs down. Did not know that. Did not know that. No, no, they're super healthy if you do them right. They're super healthy if you do. What are you doing?
Cleaning up my nut mess.
Oh.
I got nut all over my desk.
Don't do banana Brazilian nut bread. I will be done in like 2 hours because I will eat an entire loaf, dude. I love zucchini and banana bread. All right, so banana Brazilian nuts. They're about this big. True Brazilian nuts. You can only eat 1 nut a day. True Brazilian nuts. You can only eat 1 nut a day. Because they're the highest source of selenium you can get on the planet. And if you eat more than 2, it can put you into failure. Do you have any more of them over there?
No, that was it.
Great, I wanted some.
Well, I was hungry.
Thanks, I appreciate you.
You should have said something sooner. You shouldn't have waited till after I was done eating them.
I didn't realize you were eating them over there.
What? No, what the fuck did you think I was eating over here, dipshit?
You can have banana bread without nuts. Most people eat banana bread without nuts. I do. I love them. But is there anything in New Zealand? Honey, I don't know what's in New Zealand. I don't know what's in New Zealand. I don't think those are the same like true Brazilian nuts. Like true Brazilian nuts, I don't think are actually in mixed nuts. I think that, or they're. I don't know. I don't think they're like the true. Like I don't know. I just know like because the Brazilian nut that you get though, it's like this big. So it's big. So more than likely they put like little slivers or something in there to where if you eat an entire basket, it's not going to like OD. Banana nut bread is I love banana nut bread. I love zucchini bread. I love bread. Like bread. It doesn't matter. I have a bread tattoo. I have a legitimate bread tattoo. Yeah. They say that 1 is enough to fit what you need, but not to ever go over. I read 2. Shut up, Petty. So zucchini and zucchini bread do not taste the same. I am not a zucchini fan. And my mother-in-law says, "Do you want to try zucchini bread?" I said, "No, that's disgusting. I don't like zucchini." I love zucchini bread. I love zucchini bread. I love it. I haven't had it in a million years. I love it though. And I don't know where to like just order zucchini bread because like my mother-in-law makes good zucchini bread, but it never gets done quite right in the middle. And I don't know how to make it, and I need to figure out where to buy it. I need to figure out where to buy it from because I love it. Let's look. Let's see. Hold on. Let's go to Walmart. Let's go to Amazon. I figure Amazon. I know it probably cost me a fortune, but let's look on Amazon just for shits and giggles. All right, let's look. Zucchini bread. Okay, so they actually have a zucchini bread mix. Did not know this. Did not know this. Did not know this. I may have to look into that. It's pricey. It's pricey. Banana, muffin, and bread. Oh, yum. Do I have any Amish communities here? Yeah. No, zucchini bread is not easy to make. No, it's not. Do I got a farmer's market? Yeah, I didn't even think to really look there, to be honest. But they don't usually tend to. When I've been there, they've never really sold like those kind. I need to literally like message my mother-in-law and be like, I told her she has to make it in the mini pans. That way it cooks all the way through. But look, if I make 4 loaves, I'm eating 4 loaves. Zucchini bread is amazing, and I miss it, and I want it. And there is actually a zucchini bread. Look, there is a. It's gluten free, which I can't imagine it to be great, but it is literally a mix. Now it's not cheap. It's not cheap, but I almost don't care. Does that make sense? Like they also have a banana bread. They have a pumpkin bread. They're all out. They're out of everything. But they have pumpkin bread, banana bread, cornbread, and zucchini bread. Like that is everything I need. I have a bread tattoo saying rise above. Yes. Yes. Me and my son got it. They match. Oh my god. Oh Lord. I'm gonna go to Walmart and look up, see if they have a zucchini bread. Do I spell zucchini? Zucchini bread. All right, let's look. Double chocolate zucchini muffins. Simple zucchini bread recipes. No, I don't want to have to cook it. Oh, guys, this is so bad. Pumpkin bread is amazing. Ashley, you can send me stuff in a P.O. box. I'll eat stuff you make. I know you. And if I die, then I know you did it. I do. I need to go to a farmer's market and see if somebody's selling it because I need it. That was my first tattoo. Was my cat. I didn't figure I'd ever get another tattoo, so I got a little picture of a panther with the name Meaner underneath it. That was my very first tattoo. Oh yeah, just send it to my house. What the fuck? Yeah, you have my house address. What am I talking about? Send it to my house. You have my house address. I ain't worried about you. Hold on, I'm literally messaging because I need my mother's my mother-in-law's info because we're updating our life insurance policy. Also, I need you to make me zucchini bread. I'll love you forever. We're coming down there to see y'all when gets there. All right. Yes. Ashley and I have Ashley is literally one of my best friends. So yeah, she has my address. Miss. But that's why I get the P.O. box. So what, Crystal? No, so let me tell you something about P.O. boxes. Let me give you guys a little hint about P.O. boxes in case anybody ever gets one. Let me tell you a trick. So you get different sizes of P.O. box, right? And they have the small, the medium, the large, whatever. And for a lot of creators, they get sent big things. Like when we had a P.O. box, it was essentially for Ember to get stuff for Marshall. People would send all sorts of things for Marshall. People like got on me because they're like, "Where's all Marshall stuff?" She ruined it all. She broke it all. She trashed it all. And that's why I shut the PO box down because I wasn't going to let her wreck any more shit. You can see in the video she's wrecked it all. So I shut the PO box down when it came time to I was like, I'm done. Well, PO boxes, they come in different sizes, right? Here's the deal. You can get a normal PO box. If your stuff doesn't fit in a normal PO box, they will leave you a key to a larger pickup box. So you can go get that's why when I go to get this PO box, I'm getting the smallest one there is. But I've had people send huge boxes. And what they'll do is they'll put a key in your PO box. You go over to the lockers and you can get whatever you want.
Or they leave a note to come to the counter.
Or they leave a note to come to the counter too. That doesn't happen as often. Usually they just gave me a key and I went to one of the lockers. But I have had where I've had to go up to the actual and they'd go and get it from the back if it's something stupid big. Because we've gotten stuff that was stupid big before. Yeah, Nancy, you could too. You have my address too. Yeah, so things if you want to make Ryan smile, circle Liquid IV. Like I'm easy to please, y'all. Wax scents. I love wax scents. I'll try any wax scent. I love waxes. I just don't get those ones that don't ever get the ones from the dollar store and don't ever get the very cheapest rung at Walmart, the dollar something ones, they don't work. But like I don't get Yankee Candle. I don't get Yankee Candle. I get Sensationals, I get Better Homes and Gardens. I get whatever the hell I bought at Meijer the other day. I went to Meijer and they had a buy 3 get one and they're like $3 and they are great, Nancy's been with me for 3 years too. Nobody can no. See, I can't give out the address because somebody will steal Sissy. Look at Tills. Tills over here, like I'll steal Sissy. Sissy is in the Witness Protection Doggo program. Nobody can know where Sissy Noodles is located. She's a precious national treasure. But yeah, I'm like I had somebody ask me to put some stuff on a wish list for like Christmas or birthday. I am the easiest person on the planet. Like I'm not the easiest. I'm the hardest person on the planet to buy for. Not even kidding. Because I'm picky, but I'm not. It's weird. But I'm super like I put cheap shit on my wish lists. I put cheap shit on there. Like not even kidding. Most of my items are under 10 and they're definitely under 20. Like well for me, like if somebody's like, "Hey, I want to get you something, throw something on your wish list." My stuff was always cheap. I put on like Dr. Teal's salt, wax melts, cheap pairs of earrings, like whatever. I've never been a person for me. Like I've told this story a million times and I stand by it. I had a friend who she didn't have any money. She never had any money. She was very, very broke. She was 20 something. And she would get me the most thoughtful gifts from the dollar store. I always looked forward to my birthday and Christmas with her because she would find my favorite color of the time and she would go get me, all this different little dollar store basket. And it was like the best gift because she put thought into it. And so like for me, it's never been about cost. You know, I'm not a person where oh, your gift has to be whatever. I always put really cheap stuff on there, just stuff that I enjoy that I'm like, hey, you want to you want to get me a $10 gift here or something, like I never did expensive stuff on my wish lists. What you're sending, I have to sit down for? Is it going to attack me? Which you better send me. You made the mistake of telling me you got like 100 Circle Pods sitting at your house. You made the mistake of telling me that. You better pepper some of those in there. But yeah, I never cuz when we had the PO box, it was essentially so that people could send Marshall gifts and by that fact people would get Ember stuff. And every now and then people that were a lot closer to me would send me or my husband something. And
God damn it.
we always had
Go away.
cheaper stuff on there for us because people are always like, put stuff on for you, and I'm like, I bet. Petty, you make me nervous. You keep me nervous. You make me nervous as shit. It's better than it's a surprise of a lifetime. You'll keep it forever, huh? Petty is so set on sending whatever this is. This is why I'm scared. But Petty is so set that they want to send whatever this is. She literally sent me the money for the PO box. I am scared shitless. How are you doing? How are you doing? How much debris did you have? She was in the hurricane. Are you okay? Is everything okay? God damn it. Are you okay? You said you had some debris to clean up and you weren't have you're having electricity issues. But you've made it. Yay! Petty, because you scare me. You're like this little anonymous little thing, and I you scare me. You are unpredictable. You used to put your ex's numbers on keys and put them over the city. That's terrifying. It's terrifying. You're under a heat advisory for tomorrow. I don't think our heat is going to be bad because we're going to have that storm system come through. It says that tomorrow, let's look. We're going to look. So tomorrow, yeah, so it's going to be 10 degrees cooler tomorrow. It says we only got a 24% chance of rain and it's going to be 81. Today it said it was 91, and when I was in the car earlier doing all the errands, it was 94. It was 94. And so by the time I got done, I was running for like 4 hours, and I was like, I need to go home and take a nap. And I passed out. Like, I laid down, and the next thing I knew, I woke up and it was 9:30, and I was like, "Oh my gosh," But and but they're just an anonymous. I don't think Petty's not a troll. They're just weird. Look, I understand in today's age people being paranoid on the internet. You've seen what's happened to me. The video that I put up on TikTok should show you proof there that sometimes people take stuff real world, and Petty's had stuff happen to them real world. And so I get it. I do, because as a person that's happened to, it's invading. It's invading. We put ourselves out here on the internet, and I don't know if people just think we're not real people or if people are just that awful as people. It's just because nobody knows who you are, Petty. That's all. I get what they're saying, but like they don't mean it in the way that I think you mean it, that you're taking it. It's just because nobody knows who you are. Um, and so it's like it's very, it's frustrating because you try to be there and be as personable to people as you can, and then you get these weird people who get obsessed. Um, yeah. So you're a mischief maker. I think that's what she means by trolls. Like you're a mischief maker. No, no, they're not. I don't know. Like I've had trolls that are. I had a troll once that they weren't that bad. Yeah, you're just silly. You're just silly. Yeah. Um. So the headset should be here soon, Tills. Which I've already commandeered this one.
Just keep that one over there.
Yeah, I've already commandeered. This one should be here. Mine should be here. I'm changing him because when I got the headset, he was like, "You got to get mine." I was like, "I don't know if I want yours." And I looked it up. I'm like, "Oh, look, I found this one for $33." He's like, "It's the same one I have." And I was like, "Okay, but I was like, "They have white." He's like, "I'll take the white." So he wanted the white. They were sold out. So he's going to give me his. He just bought it like a month and a half ago. So I'm going to switch him. And this was a $60 headset and I got it for $29. So woo woo. Missy, you're gonna spend a lot of time in Walmart, I think. Okay, Audra. Yeah, Nun is in she got part of the hurricane. God damn it. But she was lucky in the fact that she lost power and but she didn't have huge amounts of damage, luckily, thank God. Um but that's bad enough that that she got any damage at all. That's why I don't ever want to live anywhere where I can get a hurricane. It's bad enough I live somewhere where I could possibly get a tornado because like anywhere can get a tornado. I feel better just because I'm in the mountains that we got a lot of peaks and valleys and we live in a valley. So I feel a little safer, not like a lot safer, but a little safer. Where I lived before, we got lots of tornadoes because it was flat. So like we got tornadoes. The straw works really well. It's not hard. When you first when the very first time you open it and put a pot in though, you really got to like for a second, but then once it gets going, it actually works really well. Um I think are you using is that a male or female emoji actually? Good night, Tara. I hope your cat feels better. I hope your cat gets better and I really hope that his next surgery goes well. I was seeing you, honey, and I hope that his next surgery, let me know how his next surgery is. Is that a male emoji? They could be doing that to fuck with us, though. All right, from my experience, people tend to use emojis that are accurate, but you could be doing that to put us off. So, yes, definitely update me tomorrow. I want to know how it's going. Yeah, I had a troll that would mess with me, and I think they used the wrong emojis. Oh, is it? I keep getting stuff stuck in my throat. So, poor Petty. Paranoia is not a good look, babe. Oh my god, that was awful. That was awful. But I did just realize something while I was talking about that, Ashley. I did just realize something. I'll talk to you about it later, but I just realized something with the emoji thing. One thing that had always baffled us about the emoji thing, and now I realize why it was the way it was. This just clicked. 3 years later, it just clicked. We always wondered, and I think I get it now. Hold on, I'll just text her it. Hold on. Oh, I got lots of messages. Holy cow. There we go. Yeah, it only took 3 years, it only took 3 years, but, I think I just realized something. Um, it feels very state the obvious right now to me, but, I think that I think I'm right. I think I'm right. No, it's just something that me, Ashley, and, business would know. Nobody else is here from then. Nobody would even know what we're talking about. It was a troll that we used to have. And I just realized something, knowing what I know now, because things have come to light in 3 years, that I just realized something. That's all. It wouldn't mean anything to anybody because they don't know what I'm talking about. Hungry. What is it? Okay, so I will tell you some things about this. So back in the day, I'll tell you an emoji story from back in the day. So back in the day, about 3 years ago, I had a mod team. It was about 40 people, not even kidding. 40 weighing down to about 20, 25 people. At the time, I had a much larger social media presence on TikTok. I had 100,000 followers on this one account, and I had 30,000 on my account that got banned, and then I had 12,000 on the account that is now Ryan Lee, and then I had like multiple accounts that had a lot of people. And I would have to go live on these different accounts, and I had, mods, and I needed the mods at the time. And so we had this mod chat. And at some point in time, some of our mods had went rogue. And I mean in a really, really bad way. And we had fallings out throughout time. We had our first fallout with this girl. The girl I'm gonna have to take several detours in this story. So the first fallout was with a girl who ended up kind of drifting from TikTok to TikTok group. And she's the one who set up the GoFundMe for my sex change. She asked numerous people. She said that I had spent all my money on lawyers defending my grandson and that I really, really still needed this sex change. And that so she had went to numerous people, yeah, asking for money for a GoFundMe for me. That was our first sideways venture. While that was happening, we found a catfish. And there was a catfish. In all sense of the words, it was a catfish. Those happened almost simultaneously. No, so then after that, we had this situation where I had quote unquote tiers. So I had my mods, then I had the mods that I was closer to, then I had like a closer set of mods, and then I had a set of mods where there was only like four of us, four plus me. And those mods were in every tier. And outside of that, then there was a set here where I spent most of my time. There was probably what, 10 of us maybe. And then underneath here there was probably 20 of us. And then this down here didn't really get used. So this troll would come in and they knew things. They knew things they shouldn't know. And we started realizing that there was something going on, and something wasn't right. So one day I'm being me, and I said, "You know what?" I said, "You know what? Here we go." I went in the mod chat and I said, "So if you're the troll, feel free to put this emoji into TikTok. Can't make it up." Well, I'm troll comes in, puts the emoji. They're obviously from the inside. And so what we started realizing is the emojis at first we thought was coming from tier 3, and we're like, "All right, not a big deal. Whatever, we'll just kind of stay out of there." Then we started realizing the emojis were coming from tier 2. No, Ashley was never in the top tier at that time. She was in the group that's the group where we all stayed. This was round 2 and 3 of mods at this point. She was in group 3. And she was my third batch of mods. Since then I've had I think a 4 and a 5. Um and so we all basically stayed here for the most part. And so one day the emojis came in from that tier, and we're like, "Okay, this is messed up. This is really, really messed up." Yeah, the stallion story. That's how I found out about his black stallion when Mel decided to get my GoFundMe. So one day the troll comes in and they start telling stuff about tier 1. And things were getting really, really weird. Like they knew things about the people that were up top. And I'm like, something's really messed up. Well, they started putting stuff in about tier 2 because a lot of the times we would have emojis. Like in tier 1, we joked around and we each had an emoji. And so this troll was putting out emojis we'd set in there. We had emojis that we associated with other trolls, like for instance, if we were Fancy would have an emoji. Okay. Nina would have an emoji. Like if this was 2022, Fancy would have had an emoji, Gypsy would have had an emoji. It was a lot easier. Kells, oh god, yes. So everybody would have an emoji. People that were a problem had emojis. So, but up in tier 1, we all had emojis kind of our own. Was that the troll that counted their troll accounts? Yes. That was one of the trolls that counted, that was in that situation where where they counted the troll accounts. Where I still have that video of the night that they came in on 35 separate accounts. So this troll is getting a lot more ballsy, and they fucked up, and they didn't realize they fucked up because they were so busy putting in these ones from the second tier that at one point they came in and put one from the first tier, and nobody could have known it. Nobody could have known it but me and 4 people. So this is where it gets really weird. This was in the Glen Coco days. This was in the account that had over 75 troll accounts. 75 troll accounts that we knew of. They had confirmed 35. One of the people, because it was a team. It was a team, and I know 2 of the people that were in the team. Now now. And they had one of them had started to have a come to Jesus moment, and they said they gave me the password to one of the troll accounts. Good faith. Good faith, they said. They gave me the password to the troll account so I would trust them. Well, us being us, my mod team, the probably 14 of us, we kept a list of troll accounts. We kept a list. We had a list. When I say we had screenshots, y'all, at one point my screenshotter dumped 19,000 screenshots in one dump. And she would put in hundreds a week. Okay. We had screenshots on screenshots on screenshots. So we had a list of probably, I think, 40 major troll accounts at that point. And so we divvy up the list in groups of like 3. So 3 took this list, 3 took that list, 3 took this list, 3 took that list. And we took that password and we tried to see if any of these other troll accounts were associated with this password. We found 8 accounts. So we found 8, and they admitted they came in on one night. It was the craziest thing ever. And I still have the video from the night because I posted about it. They came in on 35 different accounts and they said the same sentence every time. 35 accounts. And my mods thought I was crazy because I started realizing that these trolls sounded very similar. And I was like, this is the same troll. And they're like, nah. And I'm like, no, it's the same troll. I said, this one, I had it pegged at 14 accounts. I said, I had them all pegged. I had 14 of them that I knew were the same person. And my mods thought I was crazy. I said, 14 of these are the same person. And they're like, no, that's insane. No, that night, 35 plus 8 we found, plus over from that time for another couple months, they came in another 40 accounts. And at the time, part of the Glen Coco mess, Glen Coco was the original. The enterprise employed more than one troll. And we had figured out who one of them was, and when I say how messed up this was, I had got this girl had sucked up to me. She had really sucked up to me. And like I said, I don't trust my instincts anymore. And part of it is because of this. I allowed her to be a mod. And then we had this girl who we all kind of took under our wing. And we let her be a mod. Little did I know, those 2 were part of that whole situation. And I did not know that. And we found that out when the troll, the good faith troll, the one that was starting to feel bad about the situation, she gave me a password. And I don't know why. And they had sent me some photos. And I went back. I don't even know how or why I did this, but I was scrolling back in somebody's chat. And I started recognizing these same photos. And when I say same, I mean the same battery percentage up in the screenshot, the same, cell phone, the whole thing. And so I keep scrolling up because now I'm starting to feel like something is not right. And I scroll up and I can't make this up, y'all. This girl asked me to fix her Amazon wish list. And she gave me the password to her Amazon. And I was never comfortable going in there. So I didn't even think about it, whatever. And as I'm scrolling, the password for the Amazon was the password for the troll accounts. And this was months prior. So she wouldn't even have remembered that this had happened. And so she was behind a good portion of them. Well, fast forward to a couple of months ago. and I start seeing the names come in just a couple months ago. I'm talking literally like probably what, January, February this year. It was February and March of this year. I was going through the fancy Christy shit, and I started seeing the names come in. And I kept blocking them and kept blocking them and kept blocking them and kept blocking them. And they were coming in and they were doing the same thing. Number 8, number 9, number 10, and they would put a number after them. Well, I was blocking them and I missed one. And they messaged me. They said, "I need to talk to you." I said, "I don't think so." They said, "No, I'm sorry. I want to make it right. I'm sorry. I want to make this right. Please talk to me." And I said, "Whoever you are, make a Facebook, message me on that Facebook with your real name, show me a picture of who you are," because they told me who they were. And I was like, people knew the story, so I didn't really think it'd be true. She goes, "I'm already blocked on Facebook. You blocked me." And I was like, "All right." So I went through whatever. She sends me a picture. It's her. It's exactly who it was from before. And at this point, she is, saying that she misses me and she wants to talk to me and all this stuff. And I talked to her for a minute, and I think she was somehow blocked in the lives because I said, "All right," I said, you come into my TikTok live and admit what you've done." She tried. She showed me that she was trying to do it. And I'm fixing them, Harley. Don't worry, they're going back up. And after we had that whole conversation, she just kind of poofed. She was just gone. But there was a lot of other things that went along with that. There was a lot more than that. It was a wild ride. It was crazy. It had to do, I mean, there was the amount of craziness that went into all of that, you wouldn't believe. If I were to tell you, you wouldn't believe it. If Ashley and business wasn't in here, you wouldn't believe it because it would sound like I was making it up. The things that had happened were absolutely insane. But to go back to the other part of the story, so while this was going on, they screwed up one day and they put an emoji from tier 1. Now, at that point, there was only 4 of us in there. A girl who had been with me from the beginning. Another friend who I'd had kind of a falling out with here or there. One of who I assumed was a really good friend, and this girl who somehow made it up there, and I don't really know how. Now, this girl that made it up there, and I don't really know how, that was a whole nother bag of worms because apparently she was running a scam. She had told me that she lived in Knoxville. She lived in Florida, not a big deal, whatever. But she was running a scam on a lady, telling her that she was pregnant, getting all this free stuff. And this woman calls, y'all, I can't make this up. This woman calls me one day and she goes, "Your number's on my phone bill." And I said, "I don't think so. I don't give my phone number out to people." I said, "You have to be mistaken." She says, "Look, I gave this phone to a girl. This girl has been scamming me out of money. Your name is on the phone bill." And I said, "No, it is not." She gave me the phone number and I went back in my call log and I'm like, I said, "Do you mean this person?" She goes, "Yes. That woman is telling me that this is not her, that is not her name. This is not where she's from. She has got me for hundreds and hundreds of dollars." So and that had nothing to do with me. I just found that out while doing everything I was doing over here. So my daughter's out in the living room while Glenn Coco is ravaging my chat, and she's keeping Glenn occupied. And Glenn And the cohorts, the problem was it was cohorts, and we didn't really realize that at that time. Glenn's out there talking, and I have my mods. I'm sitting in this room. I'm sitting right here. This was my bedroom at the time. And I have all 4 of my mods on video chat, watching them while Glenn Coco's out there, because I know that it's coming from the inside. I know it's coming from the inside. And they all have their video, and you can just see everybody's doing this. They're just showing their hands the entire time. In the meantime, one of the girls was, because we assumed it was her, she has went above and beyond this. She is all the way back here, far away, curled up in a ball. I can see her whole body. She is like crying because she thinks that like we are going after her. And we can see everybody's hands. How could it be? This doesn't make any sense. We can see everybody's hands and it's still happening. So we kind of put it out of we're like, all right, something, we don't know. Like this doesn't, something's not right, whatever. We could never figure out how that tier 1 got out into the world. And as it went on, one of the people, looking back now, one of them had just had surgery. She's out of it. She's doing this. She's literally just doing this. The other girl, the one who was scamming the other woman, she never liked to have her phone above here. So we only ever seen her eyes. Y'all, I can't make this up. So we always seen her eyes. So she's doing this. You see this. Okay. You can see her eyes. And she's doing this. So we can see her hands. The other girl, she just got out of surgery. She's like this and half out of it. The other one is curled up in a ball crying. And the other one, I could see her. But it looked like she was also doing something else. And it only occurred to me, it occurred to me at the time, but it didn't occur to me till later. So this girl had been with me from go. I made my account on my mom's birthday in 2021. So April 23, 2021, I went live on TikTok. Okay. And this girl had been with me from inception. And she was with me until, what was it? Late last year. I want to say late last year. And through all of this, there was weird stuff that went on. And as we started putting it together, the girl had talked about being on medication. She wasn't on medication. She was blaming people for this. She was acting weird. She was doing weird stuff. And once we sat and finally put it all back together, the weird thing was when the top tier got doxxed, and they got doxxed. They were all in there, and this person comes in and they start telling where people live. They were telling the cities of where people lived, and there was no way. This person shouldn't have known. This troll shouldn't have known. And so they were telling the cities where these 4 people were. They told my city, this one's city, and the surgery city, but they never told the 5th city. But the 5th city was the one whose emoji got leaked. And so there was other things, like my son's work got called. Only like 3 people knew where my son worked. Something happened to Ashley too. And so we started putting all this together, and we started realizing that there was some really shisty shit going on, and it had been going on for 2-3 years. And so then when we like excommunicated this person, we were finally like, look, we need to see if this person's not good. So we like excommunicated them. They immediately, do not pass go, do not click $200. Immediately went to my kid. Immediately. And now, mind you, this particular mod was the one who was the most against my kid. The most. Like when I say that she hated my kid with a fire of 1,000 stars. And the minute that we were like, you know what, we need to cut ties with you, she was over there within 5 minutes kissing ass. And I was like, obviously something. And as time went on, we'd had a couple falling outs with a couple different mod groups. We had one section of mods leave here together. We had a section of mods leave here together. We had that happen twice. And they all a lot of them collected around my kid, which was weird again, because the people who collected around my kid, again, if I were to go back and release text messages, which I'm not going to do, but if I was to go back and release text messages, or God forbid, video calls, because everything was screenshotted, recorded, etc. They were all people who absolutely hated her. They all hated her, talked horrible about her, awful about her, just ran her into the dirt. And the weirdest thing was, when my Reddit community got started, because I pissed off some girl, the first one, there was a person who went in there and talked a lot. And they had a screenshot. Because, see, what was really weird was my mods had a group that I was not in. And they tried to blame this on me. The person tried to blame it on me, saying that I had a group to bash Ember. That's not what it was. There was a group of my mods, because I said I didn't want to know anything. I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to know nothing about nothing. Keep me out of it type deal. And my mods know that I do this, of just, you do you over here. Leave me out of it. I don't want screenshots. I've told you guys this with Reddit. I don't want screenshots. There's I have friends in a Discord that do not send me stuff. And there was a group that a set of mods put together that kind of kept tabs on Ember with the whole homeless thing and everything else. And Ember had been in it at one point. Ember was in there, and then she got out of there, and then it was some mods. I never even was in this particular chat. And there was a screenshot that said, you left this chat. And they were like, oh yeah, Ryan has a chat to bash her kid and blah, blah. I was never even in that chat. But whoever somebody was in that chat and left at the midpoint of June of when they posted this. It said, you left. And it had shown whatever. And so we could figure out, for the most part, who had posted that. I was never in it. I think Ember was at one point, but then it ended up being, because that was like the first time she was homeless. So there was a section of my mods who, for their own intense curiosity, would watch her lives and they would talk about it. And I didn't want to know about it. She was gone. I didn't want to know about it. So they got this group together and talked about it over there. And I wasn't even in it. I didn't want to know about it. And for whatever reason, this person, to give themselves credibility on Reddit, sure as shit, there was the group and it says, you have left the group. And so they were in that group, but I don't even know who all was in there. That's the bad part. And there was people that I know that were in there, and so they went in and looked. Give me one sec. Ooh, I gotta go. Watch out. Move your butt. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just kicked the air up 2 points. I'll turn it back down later. I'm frozen.
You're fine.
I am freezing.
You're fine.
All right. Oh yeah, and so there is a that was after you left in April 22 because that's when she went batshit. And there is a screenshot group that has easily 35,000 screenshots probably. And it's wild. So I mean we've always been a very investigative group. And there's always investigations going on. There's an investigation going on currently. 2 of them. But we were always the type we could find anybody, anything within a very short amount of time span. We first started doing that when I was talking with this girl who was very, very needy. And she was talking about coming and visiting me. She talked a big game, and my mods were very concerned. And so one of my mods had bought background checking services, a couple of them. And when she background checked this girl, she found out she was not even close to who she said she was. And so, like, I know that it sounds strange when I've talked about the fact that I've looked up, April, Thea, and a handful of other Sarah, and 2 or 3 other people on background checks. That's what we do. That's what we've done. That's what we've done for years to know what we're dealing with. If the person has things that we need to worry about of, real actual criminal activity. Is this a person to wonder are they dangerous? So yeah, we've ran background reports since 2021. So that wasn't just something that we just started randomly doing. We were doing it because we were finding these people that were very unsavory. And so it was just second nature at that point to pull everybody's reports that started to become a problem in this mess. And I've ran probably half a dozen or more people in this mess to see what it is exactly I'm dealing with. Yes, Ashley is not part of those investigations currently. There is a couple different investigations going on. I actually got brought into one. There is a group, a very a semi-large group of people that are investigating a particular situation that I got brought into 2-ish months ago that was going on before I even got involved. And but it has to do with me in a backhanded kind of way. And so I got brought into it. And it's still going on, and there is 2 dozen people probably. No, Petty. And a lot of it goes on without me anymore. But there's a lot of things going on, behind scenes and whatnot, and that's just something we've always done. And that's why we knew to do the things we did, where, we had gotten this password and we knew that there was troll accounts. So we did what we did, and we managed to find, like 8 troll accounts. We would always screenshot everything. I mean, any sus comment, any sus name. We actually had a girl that, and I don't know how she did it, man. She was fast as shit. She would click every name that came into TikTok. And if it was a 000 account, they were hit at the door. They were hit at the door. Like, they didn't even get in. She'd sit and click, 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 click. And every 000 that came in, they were out immediately. I don't know how she did that so quick. Oh, yeah, then that was weird too. So then we had, and I don't even know if TikTok still does this, but at the point in time in 2021, 2022, when you could get in, and that was another reason we knew that there was some stuff going on. There's a portion inside your TikTok. You gotta figure out and know where to go in settings, whatever, that it will tell you what phones have logged into that account and where they logged in from. And a lot of the things that we were finding and looking at, um, there was a phone that was attached to one of the accounts that we had pegged in Ohio. There was one in Ohio. There was one in Oregon. There was one in that's interesting. I just realized something. And so and then we would, and it would say what kind of phone, where it was, and we started for the people who were investigating this, um we were asking people on the DL what type of phone they had. We knew, based off of certain things that would happen, of screenshots that would happen that would be uploaded to, say, Reddit. Um, we could tell what time zone they were in. So there was different time zones. We could see if they had a VPN, if they had Boost, if they had Spectrum, Xfinity. We kept that in check. We have a person who does Excel spreadsheets that puts it all in. Um yeah, most of them were they were all in the States. They were all in the States. There was times I'm just now I'm thinking about different stuff just going back. And I still have. I went back in my Google Photos. I went back in my Google Photos and I still have tons of screenshots from that time. There was a when Coco had reared hit their head to the extent that they did, they had somehow made it onto my Snapchat notification list, and, we sussed down who it was, and they admitted that it was them, and I made a separate Snapchat account. I have the videos for all this, and Ashley can tell you, and, business, but I think they left. I made a separate account, and I messaged, this account, and I said that I was a high school friend of me and that I had all of the tea of what I was like behind the scenes. I tore myself to shreds. And when I say, first of all, when I've always said troll smart, not hard, if I ever wanted to be a troll, which I never have been to anybody else, I'm good at it. I could do it. And my mods, their jaws were on the floor. They were like, "I can't believe you're saying this stuff about yourself." And I was like, "Dude, nobody can be as mean to me as I can." Like, I trolled the troll, and within 10 minutes, I had this person eating out of my hand. And that's where a lot of that ended up going spinning crazy that one night, where we ended up finding that a person we ended up finding out that this person that we didn't know had been running these troll accounts, that they had numerous scams in their phone logged into other people's Facebook accounts. Um, it was a wild, wild time. We had caught this girl. She had had two different devices. We caught her, and we had her screen sharing, and she knew she was caught. And her tablet died, and when it came back to life, it had been scrubbed. She factory reset it, and we knew, you could tell. This is and to tell you how crazy it is, this particular person had told me she named her child after me and my husband. And when we're scrolling through these pictures, trying to catch her in this, we found out that I don't know which is weirder, to be honest. We found out the child's real name, and it was not the name she told us. She had been lying and telling us that she named her kid after us, which was weird enough. Okay, that was weird enough. That was already weird. But to find out that for months she had been giving us this story that when she referenced him, she would reference him as Ryan, little Ryan. And one day she was on a call and she left the child she had walked off and left her one child and the other child together, and I guess the child was getting close to rolling off of something, and everybody was yelling into the phone for the daughter. They said, "Go get Ryan, go get Ryan, go," and she kept saying, "Who? Who? Who?" And, like, that's when everybody started going, "Wait a minute, something's weird. Kids can't lie. Like, that's not what kids do." And, like, she had phone numbers in her phone that were very disconcerting. She had missing children phone numbers. She had different CPS, um, hotlines, really, really weird shit. And yes, we were having her screen share her phone, and she knew that if she didn't do it, she was going to be caught. And when she did it, she was caught. And she had all these weird things, and she was going through these photos in her phone, and that's how we caught the one. We caught the baby's actual name. And then she had pictures in her phone that had no business being in her phone. Really gross child pictures that she was proud of. Of her kids. Her kids. Her boy. She was very proud of her boy. When I say, that's why how old was he? He was a baby. Yeah. And she would show it to mods. So when Reddit 2024 came around, that's nothing. When people were like, "Oh, I know Ryan watches Reddit." We know you're watching. I'd already been through craziness. Reddit 2024, y'all were small potatoes. Small potatoes. Small potatoes until, somebody decided to take it real world. Which was fucked up and wrong, and I don't know if they still watch my lives if you're still here. But I'd already been through a crazy, crazy, crazy 2 years of trolls and Reddit and Reddit pages and snark pages and lies and weird things people would put out. I would talk about one of them right now, but I'm not going to. But I realized how stupid it was only after talking to my husband because I'm an idiot. But I'm not going to talk about it right now. Well, yeah, a lot of people, that's why people say we always made the joke that we were Netflix season 2, episode 7, because it couldn't get any weirder. So it was never weird to me that I ended up in all this Gypsy Rose shit. My life has been weird. TikTok has been weird. Since its inception with me, I have had weird things happen on TikTok. So to fall in with Fancy or to fall in with the Blanchards, um, it wasn't it wasn't as strange as it should have been because it's been stranger than that. I've had very, very, and what I'm telling you isn't even all of it. These are just things off the top of my head that have happened. If I were to go into details or screenshots or videos or whatever, it's a lot weirder. It's a lot weirder. And if I didn't have people here that was with me in the beginning, I would never expect anybody to believe the stuff that came out of my mouth. There are times I don't believe it. There are times I don't believe it. Yeah, Gypsy's not the weirdest thing that has happened to us. Gypsy's not even close to being the weirdest thing. Gypsy's like a 4. She's like a 4. Some days maybe a 6. Things surrounding Gypsy are weirder than Gypsy. There's things that have been going on behind the scenes that I don't talk about. Investigations to be had, etc. There are things that, because of Gypsy, have happened. But Gypsy herself is by far not the weirdest situation that has happened. There are situations that have stemmed from her that are much weirder, much stranger. And one day in probably 2026, I'll be telling the story of 2024. Maybe before that, who knows? Somebody's drinking their weight out there. No, that's not even, there's more weirdness. There's more weirdness. We were having issues and drama and weird shit all the way back, right after my daughter had her son is when shit started hitting the fan for us. I had gotten this girl who was obsessed, and I think she's still around. In 2021, when my daughter's son got taken the first time, she was very nosy, and she kept asking where he was all the time. And finally one day I snapped and said it was none of her goddamn business, and I blocked her. And she stalked me for the next 2.5 years on numerous troll accounts, her and her cousin. And when I say stalked, I mean I had made a post that I was getting pigs. Okay. And they called the pig rescue, told them I can't afford my animals. I don't feed my animals. I'm not safe to have animals. I'm sure Oxalotl, if you're here, you're having a fun time with this, but let me tell you what happened. So the pig rescue gets a hold of me. And I said, and I called them and I showed the videos. I said, here's all my animals. Here's the food. Here is what we do every day. This is where this is the area they go in. I said, as you can see, my dog food is stocked. My cat food is stocked. My hay is stocked. Here's the shelters that they're in. This is where the dogs run. This is where the goats are. This is where, whatever all this is. And she said, I believe you. Don't worry. And she said, don't worry about it. She said, it sounded really weird to begin with. They said that they knew you, but they were being really sketchy. And so I went into a TikTok live that night and I was talking about it. And here she came. But she came late because guess who was already in there? The girl from the pig adoption. She was already in there. And here she comes. And she says, you know what? She goes, don't worry. She says, because I'm going to get a hold of them again. And I'm going to keep telling them what a type person you are. And I'll make sure that you don't get what you want. And she goes, it's okay. I'm right here. I can see all of this. And thank you for your concern, but I'm good. And she's like, I'll have your business and blah, blah, blah. She goes, you go right ahead. You go right ahead. I said, that's okay. And I said, by the way, just so you know, I said, if you want to write anything false about this business, I said, me and all of my followers will go right along behind you and tell the truth. I said, and by the way, I have your name, your first name, your last name, your address, your phone number, where you work. And if you want to fuck around, you will find out. Because I background checked her and her cousin. And they came around again, not even a year ago. They pop their ugly little heads around every now and then. Still, to this day.
You ugly.
Huh?
You ain't ugly. You ugly. Little faces. I wasn't saying Pepper.
Oh. She was my first person to dox me. She came in, she had so many different accounts, dude, so many different accounts. She was stupid because she named them in a way that was easy to tie it to her. She came in one day, and she actually started trying to spell out my address, but she's stupid and doesn't know how to spell. So she spelled it incorrectly. But yeah, she was the first person. That was probably September of 2021. I still remember the name she came in on. Yeah. So I mean, I've gone through it for quite some time. Quite some time. This isn't something new to me. I've had people take it real world on a few different occasions. So but oh wow. Babe, you got 15 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I'm in the middle of something.
Okay. Yeah, I just seen I messaged you back on Insta. I just seen that. So I messaged you back on Insta. I got to keep him in check because he gets very involved in his game and he's got to go to bed for work. So, I'm letting him know that it's about that time. He's got to get off in about 15 minutes. Start wrapping it up. He needs to be in bed by 2.
Start wrapping it up. 15 minutes.
You better wrap it all the way up.
I always wrap it. Better wrapped than infected.
So, yeah, he's got to go to bed. We got to get up in the morning. He's got to get up a half an hour early so he can check the tires real quick, and then I got to take him to work. You lose track. Miss says, I lose track with that game.
You do.
You do.
Disconcerting because they have a different.
There's, especially when you're in story mode, there's a lot of cutscenes. So you can lose time extremely easily. I will be crafting for hours. There's been a few times I've been sitting here crafting and I look out and the sun is coming up and I'm like, Pepper, stop. I look up and like the sun is coming out. Yes, Miss just said I looked up and the sun was coming out. While he's been home, we've stayed up late every day, like 6 to like 6 in the
5,
morning.
6 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
which is about 3-4 hours past my bedtime.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get him back on a schedule. So I'm like, you got to go to bed. I'm like, start wrapping it up at 1:30. You need to go to bed. So yeah, so he's gonna be going to bed here shortly. I'm gonna get on. And were you doing story mode?
Right now, I'm doing Aether Currents.
You're gonna have to come back. You're gonna have to go back through and get him for me. So that was
I'll
dumb.
be able to fly you to them,
True.
and you just tell me what direction they are by using your little compass.
True. True.
I wonder if anybody's put out any maps yet. People will go out and pull up the map, screenshot it,
And write 'em
mark
in.
where each one
Oh
is.
my God,
Look
that'd be
it up
amazing.
on Google for free.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
You should Google it. Google the zone and put Aether Currents zone FF14.
Good night, Audra.
It'll come up on Google Images.
So yeah, when I get off here, I'm probably gonna get on there, run my dailies, maybe craft a little bit, go to bed.
Be caught up with me on story.
Maybe. We'll see about that. I don't know if I'm gonna get that much done, but
You know how slow I take the story. You'll be caught up with me in no time.
yeah, so here's the thing. So we have been doing the story together. I dropped my other one and I can't find it. I don't want the dogs to eat it. Great, perfect. It's just a quarter. I'm sure they ain't gonna do anything with it. Anyways, he reads really slow, and I read stupid fast. I read stupid fast. What do you mean you intentionally read slow?
I want to retain what I'm
Oh,
reading.
well, I read stupid
ADHD 's
fast.
no joke.
So, I get through things like 10, like we'll be doing it together. And then like, I'm running to the store, I'm coming back, I'm putting things up, I'm doing this, whatever. And, so I can get done way quicker than him. So he was actually doing it by himself today. Bye, Tills.
All right, so I got all of them.
Night, Petty. So yeah, so we gotta get off here. I gotta make sure to get him up. I'm gonna keep the car tomorrow just in case. I don't really want to get up and take him, but I want to have the car just in case. So, but tomorrow I have to fix up my lives, start getting them back up online, and I need to go through my dressers. Like I have to get that done this week. I'm thinking about going to get it tomorrow because I'll have the car. Because I plan on him taking the car a couple days this week. So I'm keeping it tomorrow just because of the weather. I don't know what might kick up, so just in case.
It's not showing any thunderstorms or anything.
I know it said it was fine.
Just gonna rain in there.
Well, then I might have you just take the car tomorrow. Because I was looking and it says fucking 24% rain. Like it's like it like decided like never mind. Because yeah, it says tomorrow.
I'm not really to a spot where I have an aetherite, so it may take a little longer than I expected.
Tomorrow is Tuesday, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so it says it's going to storm possibly 34%, 1, 2, and 3. And then 8, 9, 10. No, it's gonna be storming and shit. Possibly when you need to
But
come
not
home.
Like severe
No,
storm.
you're gonna take the car tomorrow. You'll take the car tomorrow.
You ain't gonna wanna go anywhere.
I'm not gonna want to go out in the rain, and I got stuff I got to do. I got to get my lives back online. I got to clean out my dressers.
You gotta get caught up with me in the store.
Yeah, so just take the car tomorrow. I'll be fine. It's not gonna be. It's not going to be stupid, whatever. So I know.
No time for fun.
I'm gonna get it this week though. I'm gonna get it this week. But I'm gonna have him take the car. I gotta get this stuff done, dude. You guys want me to get the lives back up? I gotta get the lives back up. I've got to clean out my dresser. I can't close my one dresser, dude. I cannot, I bought these. You guys, this is my Temu haul. I can't put them in there. It's full. I've got to go through my dresser. Like, that is something I have to do tomorrow. And I'm gonna call up that homeless shelter and make sure that I can come drop it off. Do a live while cleaning? Ooh, I will. I used to do that. I think I will. That'll help keep me motivated. I'll probably just do it like members only, though. Nobody needs, because it's going to be on mobile. So I'll probably do like a members only if anybody wants to hang out with me while I clean type deal. Because it's going to be a mobile live, and you know how those are. You get the weirdos in there. Yeah, that's what I would do with business. Business would see me clean, and she'd like, I have to go clean something. She's like, you made me clean my whole room. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do when I do my dressers, I'll keep y'all. I'm gonna do a members live and just chill with you guys while I clean out my dresser. That'll keep me motivated. Petty, get the $1.99. You can handle $1.99 a month. Just do $1.99. Some of my member lives I do all the way down to $1.99. I don't do them all at the $6.99. Oh my god, that was awful. So y'all, I got this beanbag chair. It was huge. Like, it was like 5 feet by 3 feet. Like, it was huge, right? And I was trying to I don't know what I was doing. I think I was trying to empty it out, and you could only the slit was only this big, and I'm in it. Like up to here, both arms, right? And I'm in here, and I get stuck. And like they almost had to call my husband to come like pull me out of this beanbag that was like eating me alive. And then I had a reaction to the beans. So like I'm in this and I'm like stuck in this beanbag chair. And it was really funny. But then I started having like an issue. And like I started like getting red and itchy and my throat and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die from a beanbag chair. It was so bad. So bad. Yeah, we used to sit I'd put these guys on my like a mod call. I'd sit them on my bathroom floor and I would like clean my bathroom, and I was red, I was rashy, like my throat started hurting really bad. And somebody literally at one point was like, "Do we need to call your husband?" Because I was stuck. And I'm like, I almost had to have them wake him up and come get me out of a beanbag that was eating me alive. It was so bad, dude. Petty, you used to be a member. Do you want me to Venmo you $2? I'll take it out of the money you just sent me. I'll Venmo you back $2. I don't like a lot of like my trauma lives or whatever. That's why I put them in the $2 just so you guys can get in, but I can privatize them to keep them away from people. Yeah, well, the mod calls, they can be very interesting, not gonna lie. Nikki? Is that Nikki or Kira?
Girls.
That'll work. It's one of them. It's one of the big dogs. So. Yeah, they would go on for hours and hours and hours. I think I'm going to make a Facebook Discord chat, though. I think I'm gonna have everybody that's in Discord because that's actually in one of my things. Like if well, it's usually for behind the scenes where to connect on social media. But I think for Discord, I'm gonna have everybody message me that is on Discord that wants into a call able accessible video chat where some people shut off their camera, whatever, that's fine. To where we could all kind of do the mod call thing. Huh? Right. Petty, you can do it with your video camera off, you know. A lot we would have that a lot of times. Yeah, 24/7 calls for yeah, it was wild. Like at any point you just like you'd get on, two people'd be talking, you get off, you come back, five people are there, get off. Like that's how it was. Like it was a call that went on for like 24 hours. There was always somebody on there. There was times, you remember when Tiffany fell asleep? You remember when Tiffany fell asleep and the phone fell and we were underneath a bus for like 4 hours? Do you remember there was times we would have to actually we'd have to leave the call and like go to a different tier because somebody was asleep and snoring? What? Nobody's gonna record the call. Oh my god. She literally threw us under the bus. Just 1 minute. Well, Tiffany, she doesn't get any sleep. And so she'd get on these calls and she'd fall asleep. And we were just under the bus for hours. We just knew that was her because the phone fell and it was just underneath the bus for hours. She just sat there. We just muted her. And we just sat underneath the bus for hours. People would come in and go, "Why are we under a bus?" And it's like, "Oh, that's Tiffany. She's asleep." Oh, Ashley fell asleep on mod calls all the time. All the time. This one's really easy to drink out of. I like it. It was like there was like I don't know, like a bus figurine. I don't know. It was like I don't know. It was like a bird figure. I don't know what it was. But it was like a bus figurine, and it tumbled. Oh, and it was all we could see was the underside of a bus. Yeah, she'd get on. She'd be at work, and she'd have us in her ear, and she'd just set her phone like right here, and she would just listen while she's at work, and then every now and then, like something like really funny would happen, and like she'd start laughing, but she couldn't laugh too hard because she was at work. Her niece's toy bus, is that what it was? Our poor New Zealand friend, she would just get on and just sit there because we couldn't understand her anyways, and her reception sucked, but she'd just sit there and just listen for hours. So this one, I'm going to go back super quick, write in some description, leave this one up. And then tomorrow I'm going to go through and start fixing the lives. At one point in the beginning, I was kind of doing whatever, going back a little bit, kind of putting now I don't even know what's in each live or nothing. So I'm going through, I want to straighten them up, tidy them up. We would just talk about random stuff. Like there was never anything, whatever. We'd like somebody would be like, I'm getting ready to fold laundry. Anybody want to call and whatever? And yeah, you just sat there. You barely ever talked. You just sat there. But I think I'm gonna do that for Discord. And anybody who's in the Discord that wants to like talk in real time. We did. We talked about anything. Anything. Like hairbrushes and melatonin. That was that was wild. That was so wild. That was beyond wild. The hairbrush thing will always be one of the weirdest, wildest. And it wouldn't have been bad. Like she wouldn't have got she wouldn't have been mean girled out had she not been being such an asshole. Like, look, like if she hadn't been being an asshole, it wouldn't have been a bad problem. Like we could have explained things to her, but like she wanted to be an asshole about it. And so she ended up kind of getting mean girled out. Oh, let me tell you guys that one. Let me tell you guys that one. So there is a TikTok video that is viral. There's a TikTok video that is viral of Tiffany getting arrested on a mod call. And she is on the phone while she is being arrested. I had gotten off the call and I get on the call and people are like, Tiffany was just arrested. And I thought they were joking with me. And they're like, no, Tiffany was just arrested on the call, dude. And we're sitting there and we're kind of worried because we haven't heard anything. All of a sudden, Tiffany gets on. She's sitting over the sink and she's eating noodles. And we said, what the hell happened? She goes, I was arrested. They just let me out. And so on the video, on the viral video that has went around, she was on the call and the cop hung the phone up. The cop hung the phone up. And that's when the call got dropped because you can see it. They are literally, and she's going on and she's like, don't touch my phone. And they hang up the phone. She's trying to call us back. She ends up getting arrested. My son had to try to go rescue her out of jail because he lives like right next to her. And so my son had to basically go like try to rescue her out of jail. And like the video at the time that I saw it had over 1 million views. Yeah. It was wild. I forgot about that. That was wild. Yeah, the mod calls were a fucking trip, dude. She was if you guys the video that I'm talking about is the girl who kidnapped a dog and she said if you take that dog you're going to take me. People don't understand by watching that video what had actually happened. That dog had been running free for like ever, and the dog was not in good condition. And so she caught the dog and she took it to the vet, and the vet said that this dog had been not taken care of to the point of abuse. And she had put a thing up and she had put the dog up and people were messaging her and the owner said, "That's my dog." And she said, "Well, what color is the collar?" In the meantime, as soon as somebody saw who had commented, they were like, "Do not give that dog back. She does bad things to her animals." And she's getting all these messages that this woman has been like hurting this dog. So when the cops show up, because the woman called the cops on Tiffany, when the cops showed up, she said, "If you take that dog, you're taking me because you're not taking that dog. It's not happening." She said, "I've taken it to the vet. The dog is not okay. I am not giving this dog up. You can take me right along with the dog." They said, "We don't want to take you." She says, "You're going to take me because you're not taking the dog." Well, they took the dog, they took her. In the meantime, her boyfriend tries to get involved. He gets arrested. They tackle him, arrest him. While that's happening, her sister-in-law has a seizure. And this is all like, I mean, it was the craziest Cops episode you've ever seen because it made it on, I think it made it on fucking Cops. And it was wild. It was wild. And she stands by what she did, and so do I. And so the woman gets the dog back. The woman gets the dog back, and that dog was out running the streets within 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks. Because she had never got that dog back. And she ended up getting they started to hit her with something really bad. And she ended up getting it pled way down. She did some community service and she was good to go. And somebody tried to shame her with the video. And she was like, fuck that. She pinned it on her page. She's like, that's me. She's like, and I do it again. No, I've never seen that. I don't think it's pinned on her. I don't think it's pinned on there anymore, but it was pinned for a while. She did not care. She said she'd do it again, and I wouldn't have blamed her because that dog was out and running again within 2 weeks. Yep. Tiffany saves doggos. Yep. We all have nicknames within the mod chat. Well, we did in that one. Now we have the other one. We haven't hold on. In the mod chat we have now. Oh no, you're batshit Ashley in there. Yep. Yep, she's batshit Ashley in there. I was like, did we ever change your name? Yeah, we did. It's batshit Ashley. You go by your nickname. You're petty. You have a nickname. I gave you a nickname. Remember, you're using it. Did you find an aetheryte?
In story mode.
He's in story mode. No, we're not. I'm not. You don't get to swat me. You don't get to swat me. That's not how this works. You don't get to swat me. You don't get to swat me. Now they're both swatting me. What is going on? I do this to Sydney, and she goes and shows her teeth. Don't swat me. Don't swat me. Don't swat me. Stop swatting me. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Get down. You're a bad dog. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Go. Yeah, Kayla has chickens. Kayla the chicken wrangler. Kayla the chicken wrangler. That's what it was. It was Ryan as a vape monster. I think it's still Ryan as a vape monster. Yeah, I've had a lot of them. Good night, Miss. Yeah, I've had quite a few. I was Black Stallion for a while. You know, my whole sex change surgery and all. Can't make this shit up if I tried. What? Come here. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you in my face? Why? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What? Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? Or are you a bad girl? You're going to be a bad girl. You're going to be a bad girl. Remember the girl who tried to get me a sex change? No. Hi, Kira. Kira. No, it's Kira's turn. Go on. It's Kira's turn. Kira. Kira, you got a big body, big head. She's a big head. She's a big girl. Don't ask me. I'm not the one who came up with it. It was news to me. I found out about it like months. I had 2 different TikTok groups. You know how people get in groups? I had 2 different TikTok groups. Ask me if I really needed money for a sex change surgery. I have no idea. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Excuse me. I do not have time to listen to you talk about your Lord and Savior Snoopy. I do not. I do not. I do not have time to talk about your Lord and Savior Snoopy. I just don't. I just don't. I do not. I am busy. I am busy. Go knock on another door. This door is busy. I'm busy. You can't climb up here. You're not a lap dog. Thank you for your kisses. You are not a lap dog. You're not a lap dog. You're a big dog. You're a big dog who doesn't fit on laps. Go fit on your dad's lap. Oh yeah. I remember that. Remember that live we had where supposedly she was being hunted by the FBI. Remember that live? Where she was being hunted by the FBI. You can't make this shit up, dude. No, she just wants to be in my face. And that she was like, you know how she like worked at the storage unit place and she was like the FBI was following her because she was like keeping stolen goods. TikTok has been a wild ride, dude. A very, very wild ride. I don't think I've ever had a calm minute on TikTok. I don't. It's always been one drama into another. I've had these little small brushes of normalcy, but so few and far between. Well, it wasn't funny the day that it happened. I was crying. I thought I got wrapped up in some bad shit. Buddy's carrying around a toy. Sydney wants it. Sydney! Buddy has it. It's Buddy's. It's Buddy's. Let Buddy play with it. He's not playing with it. He's just carrying it around, but he's a weird dog. Riley, I do not have time to listen about your Lord and Savior Snoopy. I need you to go. Yeah. No, that was all Mel. The storage unit, the sex change, the FBI, that was all Mel. You never heard about it, the Lord and Savior Snoopy? Snoopy the dog? My dog is a beagle. Snoopy was a beagle. Did you know that? I got your face. It's my face. You can't have it. It's mine. It's mine. I never knew Snoopy was a beagle, but yeah, she's a beagle, and Riley's a beagle. Beagle blue heeler. Don't step on your sister. Don't step on your sister. Don't step on me. Riley. Riley. She knows she's not supposed to be up here. You should see the look on her face. No,
I'm taking
ma'am.
2:15.
Huh?
I'm taking 2:15.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
So I can get some shit done.
That's not what we agreed on.
I'm the one that has to get up, so.
Stop licking me.
I'm making a call.
You're what?
I'm making the call.
What is it you need to do?
I gotta get these 2 quests done, and then I'm heading back.
Oh.
Well, it's leading me back, but I gotta get these 2 Aether Current quests done.
Gotcha. But yeah. Hey, it's officially your birthday.
Happy birthday.
I just looked down. It says it's officially your birthday. See, I did remember. Watch her tell me I'm wrong now.
It's not my birthday yet.
Yeah, mine, Riley and Sydney, they're both Beagle blue healers. Oh, it's officially 12:47 where you are because you're an hour behind me. So you literally just became your birthday. Like it's your birthday like right this second because it's 1:47 right
It's
now.
only 1:47. I don't have time yet.
You do. You might have time. You're getting close.
It is only 1:47.
I
got the toilet done, damn it. I'm taking a few extra minutes.
Just get done as soon as you can.
Yeah. Considering I didn't go to bed till almost 4 last night, I think I'll be fine.
Okay, but just get off as soon as you can.
It was dependent on what load I had tomorrow. I have the same load tomorrow, so I don't have to be in till 12.
Right, but you got to check the tires tomorrow.
But I don't have to be in till 12:30. So if I get up at 11 like I did this morning.
And just check the tires real quick, and then we can leave a little.
It'll take maybe 15 minutes to check that tire, and then I can go.
Well, you threw the big fit yesterday talking about it was going to take half an hour, yada, yada. You just figured out a better way to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I was taking the entire wheel off. No, I'm just removing the lug nut so I can see what it looks like.
Which I'm telling you, it's going to be okay for the one that I have picked. So we want to make sure we don't want to send them here and then have to send them back and have to buy them again when we're already on a time crunch, you know. So you're going to leave here at what time? 12:30?
Yeah, so I don't have to be off here till about 3. Don't look at me like that. I'm serious. I said it'd be 1:30 if I had a different load.
2:30.
Yeah, because I didn't get the
Don't right, but if you get off at 2:30, that'll give you some time to wind down before you go to bed. If you go in at 3, you're not going to be in bed till 4. So try to do like 2:30. I think I'm going to get up in the morning and go grab something to eat before he leaves. That way he can take the car. Go grab me some lunch real quick.
See, there's a reason.
Before he goes to work, I think I'm going to go grab me some lunch before he goes to work. That'll tide me over till he gets home. And he can still take the car. The biggest reason I like to keep the car is because I want to eat. Otherwise, I'm stuck eating like frozen pizzas and shit. So I might get up when he gets up and just go run over and grab some food. You're not neglected. Knock it off. Jesus Christ. Who's shaking my table? There's 5 dogs piled on top of each other right here. Oh, there's some. Who's down there? Is that Nikki? Nikki, is that you?
The big black blob?
Yes.
Then yes, that's Nikki.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dogs right here. Nikki. Nikki Nix. Just hiding. I was being a good girl.
Telling you to move, baby.
You didn't have to move. I just didn't realize you were down there. Nikki Nix. Nikki Nix.
Nikki.
You are not neglected. Knock it off. Uh-oh, here comes Kira. Here comes Nikki Nix. Hi, Kira. Now I have 8 dogs. And then you have Yoda and Little Man over there. Hi, Kira. Hi, Kira. Kira, hold on. Let's see if she'll do it. Kira. Not Nikki. Oh, watch out. Come here, Kira. Come here, Kira. Come here. Not you, Sydney. Come here, Kira. Kira. Come here, Kira. Come here, Kira. Not you. Come here, Kira. Come on, Kira. Kira. No, Sydney. Don't smile at me. Don't smile at me. Don't smile at me. Don't smile at me. Stop your smiling. Stop your smiling. Stop it. Stop your smiling. Ugh. I may not have time for that. It will get got this week, I promise you. The money's there. I swear to you, it's getting done. Give me a break. I will. Promise. You will. The minute I get it, I will give you the thing.
While you're out getting lunch tomorrow, why don't you do that? I'll willingly wait for you to get it done.
Okay. It's getting done tomorrow. I'm just gonna go grab some quick fast food in town anyways, so not gonna do anything crazy. He's got to get to work, and I don't want to get up that early. I just want to get up, grab something to eat, I'll grab the P.O. box and come back. I know what I'll get tomorrow. I'm going to go get just a regular large cheese pizza from Pizza Hut that I can eat on all day. Smart, huh? That way I can eat when I get home, and then I'll have a little bit for later to warm up. And then tomorrow we could maybe do chicken when you get home.
We were supposed to do it today.
Yeah. We'll do that tomorrow, though, okay? Honey. Yeah, you're almost 40. Talk to me when you're my age. '40, 41, and 42 have been just a shit show for me. Life started going to hell in a handbasket when I was 39, but everything stems from Ember. All the shit started falling apart because of Ember. Well, you got a long time, probably, Petty.
Only need one more flight, Pat. One more. Things are correct.
He'll be off pretty soon. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. It's been 2.5 hours. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do a members only. Probably see 3 of you there. Sit with me while I go through my drawers. Petty, do you need me to Venmo you back $2 so you can do that? I will Venmo you back $2 so that you can do it. I forgot we have the old lady in here. Do you need me to Venmo you back $2 so you can do it? You used to sub. I know you did. I remember seeing when you were anonymous. I will Venmo you back $2 so that you can be a member. Why'd you put it as a purchase? Weirdo. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I just sent you $2. Go buy a damn membership. Dead ass. Go check your Venmo. Apparently, I took all your money when you sent it to me, so I sent you back $2 so you can get a membership. Do you think I was kidding? I did. I just sent it. Waiting to see him come back, and they better be green. Now go get the membership. I gave it back so that you could be there. And apparently I'm going out in the morning after I said I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to take him to work. I'm going to go get me a pizza and go get the P.O. box. Is that cool, babe? And you said you want to leave about 12:30-ish? I'll probably leave here about 11:45 then. That should give me enough time to just go there, grab a pizza, and come home. Give you time to check the tires while I'm doing that. Let him have that toy. He doesn't even want to play with it. He just wants to hold it. He looks like a little weirdo. Are you seriously about to go to sleep with a toy in your mouth? Yeah. He's got that little orange stick. He likes to just kind of hold it. He's starting to play with it now, though. You were a member before. Figure it out. All you got to don't tell me it didn't work. Click that button. Click that. I'll take you right to it. I hope I sold some stuff. I put all that stuff up. I hope I sold something on my game. Did you hit the instant transfer? Well, I forgot when you do the instant transfer, it's gonna take out like a quarter. Do you need me to send another $1? Dude, if I knew that you were gonna be that strapped after you helped me, I would have told you no way, dude. Well, the next time I get on here, you better be fixed. I'll be going live sometime tomorrow afternoon to sort out my drawers. I'm not exactly sure when I'm gonna get up. Apparently, I'm getting up. Gonna go get me a pizza and get the PO box, and then if I yeah, there's a transfer button. Do you not know anything about Venmo? How did you get money on your Venmo, genius? And then either I'm going to eat and go back to sleep for a minute, or if I have enough energy, I'm going to go probably get right on doing my drawers, which would be about 1 o'clock probably. Well, there, I burst your Venmo cherry, I guess. All right, y'all. Well, I'm out. I'm out, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm gonna do a normal live too. I'm gonna do a normal live, but I'm gonna do that early in the day to get me through that, and then I'll be doing a normal live tomorrow about my normal time that I normally do it. So, all right, figure it out, Petty. See y'all later.